Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Corned beef, mashed potatoes, cornbread, cabbage, okay? Let's get into it. Let me bless this food. Give it to nourishing our bodies. Let's serve my highest, greatest good of her on earth. Amen. Now, I'd like to discuss the whole DDG Halle thing, for instance. Now, if for some reason you live under a rock and you don't know what's going on, I left a couple links to some videos that you can watch to get caught up on the whole ordeal. But if you're fully caught up, you know, this is for the people who are coming at Halle, whatever her name is. This is for the people who are coming after her, calling her stupid, trying to judge her, saying she's dumb or whatever. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been in love before and heartbroken? Have you actually been in your early 20s before? Not really experienced, not really seasoned, and messed up? Or did you have a perfect life? Did you have you just make no mistakes, you're just this perfect angel? Because I'm going to tell you right now, there's no need to come at that girl. You know, it's publicized and people put their opinions, but first of all, she's in her early 20s, early to mid 20s. Like, that's young. People fall in love, people get their heart broken. You got to go through it. We all go through it. We all have to have lessons so that we can learn. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't think people should be judging her harshly, you know, because most of us been through the same thing before, you know what I'm saying? And if you haven't, then you just are that perfect, or you just shouldn't be speaking on it because you don't have that experience. Yes, there's a few red flags within this whole situation, because clearly you can see that Ruby and DDG are still connected in some way, at least on an energetic level, right? Because she posted, you know, that post talking about why you got girls in mad clothes. So why do she got, you know, why do he still have Ruby's clothes, for one? And for two, why are you still holding, like, you still have her clothes, so you're still holding on to her things. So what exactly, that should have been a red flag right there. Then when she posted the dialogue, the conversation that she had between, she posted the conversation between her and DDG. So basically, they're still in communication after they're no longer dating and he's in a whole relationship. So I don't know, like that should be a red flag number 2, because, you know, it's like, how are y'all still involved? You know, this is something that, you know, Halle should have picked up on, is another red flag. Red flag number 3 is his reaction when she posted that conversation. That should have been a red flag number 3. Because did y'all see his face when he was like, he was smirking like it was a joke, you know? It's just like, that is nothing to play with. Like, it's like you got caught red-handed, basically. And you got exposed. So he tried to clean it up and cover it up. Another red flag was the back and forth. Like, if you're completely done with her, why are you going back and forth and you're in a whole nother relationship? Like, I just don't understand that. So, that's just another red flag. Another red flag is the fact that, excuse these kids. Just ignore them like I've been doing.
Subscribe.
So yeah, anyway, another red flag is the fact that, the back and forth, and, you know, now you're making songs about her. Like, I think that was the latest thing. He made a song, and you're still talking about the whole situation. Like, to me, it's giving, you want attention, you're trying to get clout, but you clearly aren't over Ruby. It's like, people just be jumping into relationships without fully healing. That's the problem. People don't stay single long enough to actually go through that healing process, so that way you don't take that baggage into the next relationship. Like, you want to jump into something else because you feel alone, but it's like you really never got closure, or you never really healed properly from the last relationship. And I feel like that's what happened with DDG. Like, you're carrying this baggage from your relationship with Ruby over to Halle, and that's not cool, because the caliber that she's on a higher caliber than you, and now you're pretty much dragging her name through the mud, bringing her down. While you trying to come up, you bringing her down. That is such a toxic dichotomy, you know. It's just all bad, you know. It look from the outside looking in, yeah, that is wild. And I know that most people want to attack Halle, you know what I'm saying, and think, oh, she's dumb or whatever. Okay, maybe she didn't pick up on the red flags, but did you pick up on all the red flags of your previous relationships, of your heartbreaks? Because I know I didn't. I ignored those red flags. And eventually, I woke up and was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? And I got out of there, but you can't fault her for how she feels loving that man. You know, he obviously winding down to her something. You know what I'm saying? They're in a relationship. So you have to let her go through that lesson herself, you know, and just give her that grace and be there for her when, you know what I'm saying, if they ever break up, or, you know, if she ever gets heartbroken by him, give her that grace. Don't say, oh, I told you so. Because, again, it's an experience. I used to be that way, you know. Oh, they're dumb, they're this, they're that. But who am I? I was dumb at one point. We all have to go through these hurt. We always have to go through lessons so you can learn. You know what I'm saying? She's still young. She is still, this is probably one of her first relationships for real. At least her first public relationship, you know. She probably hasn't had many boyfriends, so this is something that she's learning, you know what I'm saying? How could you expect somebody to just automatically know everything? Like, that's just like, you know, you just had a newborn baby and you expect them to walk, talk, and tell you everything that's wrong with them. No, they just got out. They need to develop. They need to grow. They need to learn how to speak. They need to learn how to talk. They need to... There's things that you have to go through. You know what I'm saying? So, I just hate to see people, you know, attacking Halle like, oh, she's dumb. She's dumb. Could you let her live? Can you let her enjoy her love? You know what I'm saying? If it's not meant to be, then it won't be meant to be, you know. But right now she's sticking by DDG. So that's showing her loyalty, you know, to him. And, you know, even if he is misleading her or, you know, tarnishing her image, again, this is her lesson that she has to learn. You know, because it's so publicized, I don't like how it was publicized and how, you know, DDG went back and forth with Ruby Rose. He really should have been protecting, you know, Halle. But how can you expect him to do that when, you know, he's not that mature? He's young himself. He still has his own lessons. And obviously he's still hurt. You know what I'm saying? And he hasn't really fully healed. I don't think that he should have jumped in a relationship with Halle. You know, it just goes to show you when you have all this money, you can mask over your feelings. You can just you can just move on with no worries, but you know, you're still left with those emotions. Like, money can't buy you forgiveness. It can't buy you a lesson learned. You have to do that yourself. You have to go through that yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, these are things that, you know, I see from the outside looking in, you know. What are y'all thoughts? Just let me know y'all thoughts down below on this topic. But I just feel like I needed to get on here, you know, to tell people, like, this is really the video for people that, you know, are coming at her. Like, just don't come at her like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop judging and being so harsh, because there's things that you probably done in your life that you're not happy with. And you're not a celebrity, so don't nobody know. Nobody probably would care. So, you know, let her live. Let her go through her thing. And let her be great, y'all. Like, this culture is so quick to tear somebody down, you know, instead of being happy. And I know a lot of people are trying to look out and be protective, but that's not your place. You know, you can have your opinion on it, but why tear her down in the process? You know, you think that's easy for her to go through? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure she was probably embarrassed. And, you know, to stop further embarrassment, of course she's going to take up for her man, you know? Not who she's dating. And, you know, I know for a fact that when people see things working out, you know, things that are good for them, that's when, you know, the enemy tries to come in. That's when people's past try to pop back up. You know what I'm saying? So, it could be a case like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, it's still iffy, because like I said, I seen them messages, so that's still suspect. But besides, you know, all those red flags, like, you know what I'm saying, like, good things attract bad things. So their relationship may have been up and up, and that attracts people who are bitter or jealous. You know, am I saying Ruby is bitter or jealous? No, I'm not, because clearly DDG is still entertaining her on the side. Entertaining, teasing, whatever. Halle can't see it yet. That's okay. If in time she does, great. You know what I'm saying? If not, then you just got to wish the best for her. You know, she's happy. Let her be happy until she's not, you know? That's all I got to say. I know I'm going to get a lot of backlash for this, but I'm just keeping it real. You know, we all got to go through our stuff. Nobody's perfect, so stop acting like you are, and stop trying to judge somebody else's for their downfall. Because guess what? We all have our own downfalls that we can learn from. Okay? I'm going to end it on that. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'm out.